Okay, hi, my name's Will, and welcome to the DrumRoom sessions, which is an extension of Angie's Gunroom sessions. The Gunroom sessions are filmed in Christchurch, and for the benefit of northern bands, we decided to expand it to my rather hot and stuffy drum room in Auckland. The very, very first band to christen my drum room, no pun intended, is a band called Enoch from Hamilton and Auckland, I hear. And I did some research. Oh, hi guys.
Hey!
How's it going?
I did some research online, and Enoch is mentioned in Islam and in the New Testament. Enoch was an ancestor of Noah, so he's a religious figure. The Church of Latter-day Saints claims that he built the righteous city of Zion. You may have seen Zion. It was in Matrix. Remember that? Mm-hmm. He built that. Okay, so if you guys could just introduce yourselves and give me a name and which instrument you play. Let's start with the most handsome.
I'm Ross, I play drums.
I'm Michael, I play guitar.
I'm John, I play bass.
I'm Lorraine, I do the vocals.
Cool. And so, as I said, you're based in Hamilton and Auckland, is that correct?
Yeah.
Which of you are Hamiltonians?
Three of us, yeah. Ross, Auckland.
You put your hand up like this. Me. Cool. And so you're based in Auckland, yeah?
Yeah.
You released the Wasted EP in early 2016, and your Bandcamp had different faces, or some of you weren't there.
Yeah.
And there were more of you, and apparently you lived in Christchurch, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
So when did you move up to Hamilton?
So we moved up just over a year ago, me and Lorraine. They kind of wanted to do their own thing, the other members of the band, and we wanted to take it a lot more serious.
Right.
So
take it further, and
yeah.
we wanted to start making it into a job eventually. So, we just wanted to find some members who had the time to make everything work and put in all the work and make the transition from kind of having it as part-time to full-time eventually.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So we tracked down these guys and decided to move up. So
Cool.
yeah.
And everything's been going well since?
Yeah, worked really well. So
Okay, so let's see, on the internet again, it said that you did the Battle of the Bands and you got to the finals. Is that correct?
yeah, yeah.
Cool. And
National finals.
what was that experience like? I've never done the Battle of the Bands. I've always been kind of, so like scared to do it, I guess, or maybe I'm a little old to do it now. Everybody would look like, who's this guy?
I like having judges and just like you feel like every move is just so like judged.
Aren't you supposed to bring a lot of people, and it's the kind of onus is on you to you to provide your own audience to sell yourself.
Yeah, you gotta basically show them that you can make them money.
Right.
So and as a new band, because at the time we've only been a band for about 6 months, so we didn't really have a big fan base or anything we could bring along. We could just put in we just did our best, really, and that's all we could really do at that point in time.
But it wasn't just, I guess, the age of the band. It's also just the fact that the nights that they had it on for all the heats and semi-finals were Wednesday and Thursday nights.
Right.
So all of the bands had a really hard time getting people out.
Yeah.
And they basically didn't bother with audience marks by and large till, was it the semis?
Yeah.
It was the semis that they finally had on a weekend, and then the final.
And
So that was when
That would-
the audience vote really counted, but those are the nights you're going to have lots of people anyway,
Right.
because there's more bands. So I'd say it was a good experience.
Yeah, we're quite surprised for a metal band to make it in.
So what plans do you have for the rest of this year?
We have a few things coming up. We've got a single coming out in 2 weeks. Yep, so it's our first single.
Is it
With a
is it video music?
It is. We've done the whole package. So with Jake from Cloudfall Media, he recorded us, and then we got Jesse to do the video. He's also under the same media company. So 2 weeks and that will be released, and then we'll get into the studio and be working on a EP.
How many
Another
tracks
EP.
will there be on this one?
There'll probably be about 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we'll be doing lots of gigs.
So there were quite a few pictures on your Facebook wall of particularly this fellow over here.
Yeah.
Ross was sitting behind his drum set, and there was like some smoke machine going on,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like it's kind of like soft focus for drummers, isn't it? The
They
smoke
even
machine
had
is
a
like, oh.
drone on the poor guy. There was like all these cameras on him, and then a drone above him, flying above, and it was like blowing the smoke away.
Was that quite nerve-wracking having a
Yeah.
drone overhead? Did you think it was going to fall on you at any point?
Yeah, I was a bit worried about that.
Yeah, especially when John said,
Cool.
"Watch out, Ross! Don't get your hair stuck in it."
And it was pretty
It would've been
high
quite
up
fun.
too, so if it fell, it probably would have hurt.
All right, so you got the video coming out, and I also noticed that you had some new merch, which actually prompted me to contact that guy. Was his name Bo Patterson?
Yeah,
Bo
yeah.
Patterson?
Does some pretty
He's
good work.
amazing.
Yeah, I actually contacted him to do some stuff for the band Remote that I
Yeah.
play drums for
Oh,
as
awesome.
well.
He's great at work.
I've commissioned him to do something for us, or like see what he can do for us. Because
Definitely.
I was super impressed.
Yeah,
Mm.
the guy's awesome. He does all our work, so all our flyers and stuff for gigs that we put on personally, we get him to do all of it. We love it.
Mm.
And he
So-
works fast.
He's
He
a nice
works
guy
detailed.
too.
He was
Yeah.
super nice to deal with, and he did the Westfest poster with sort of Godzilla or the dinosaur in the back.
That's right. Yeah,
I was quite amazed when I saw it in his portfolio. I was like, oh, you're the guy who did that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we'll be sticking with him for all our things in the future, I think.
yeah.
He can give you a really distinct like image. All your stuff look really uniformed, and yeah, I like that.
Everyone picks on Ross. Why is that? Like everyone seems to give him
I
shit.
think it's a goatee.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's more than a goatee these days. It's full on now.
Yeah.
Actually,
Right.
he looks the most religious.
He
You know?
does.
True that.
Because of the beard.
He needs a
Kinda
robe.
do, Ross. You look the most dorky out of everyone, and
You
that's
need
coming from Christians.
a pitchfork and like a white shirt, and some suspenders.
That would be brilliant.
See,
Getting
now
one
I'm
of those
teasing him.
Amish hats.
Yeah, Amish.
Little pocket watch.
Awesome.
Oh, I think I would've-
Sorry, Ross. I didn't mean to.
that's so
These are
Turn
some
us
great
into
ideas
mockery.
for the next video, though.
We were gonna make. Why do we always come up with these ideas? We were gonna do some kind of video thing. Weren't we gonna paste his? We were gonna make a calendar, a Ross calendar,
No.
and I'm gonna
Just with
Every
his
month.
face
Photoshop-
for each
yeah,
month,
for each month. like,
in
gonna-
collaboration with Liam Hand.
Oh yeah.
A romantic one for like February and stuff.
Yeah, and
Valentine's.
a heart.
We found these like dresses that we were gonna do for our merch and put like Enoch on them, and we thought, why don't we make one with a Ross face on it for like Liam or something, like a tank top for Liam,
Brilliant.
you know, for his birthday.
You could make them double-sided.
Yeah,
So
They are double-sided, and it's massive. It's like full length.
You have an interesting accent. What is that?
I'm from South Africa originally,
There
but I've been
we
here
go.
for like 10 years, so now I have a weird hybrid.
Yeah, I mean,
accent.
I couldn't pick it.
Yeah.
I was like, where's that from? Okay, cool. Thank you very much for filling me in on that. What else? You played the Festival 1, is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
What-
That was
what
probably
is
the
that,
biggest.
the Festival 1? Because it was an unusual mix of bands. It wasn't like metal per
No,
se. It was...
yeah.
It's run by people who used to be involved in Parachute
Yeah.
But it's not-
festivals.
under the same management anymore.
Mm.
And I guess the overall focus of it that we felt was much more worship music and much more acoustic and
so it was
pop.
kind of a religious thing?
So, yeah, it is meant to be a Christian festival
Oh, I
as
see.
well. Yeah, so I think the first year that it ran, they didn't let metal bands in at all. And then the year before, then they had the first one with metal bands, and then again this year.
That's not like Christianity or religion to be non-exclusive, though, is it? or non-inclusive, I should say.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
something that we definitely get is like you get kind of backlash from people who are against Christians, you know, because we're Christian, and then you also get backlash from Christians because you're in a metal band. So
Right.
we're kind of hated by both, but then at the same time, that's the point of us as a band is to bring people together, like despite any beliefs or differences. Like our entire message literally is one of bringing everyone together to be themselves.
Are your lyrics heavily religious, or are they just...
We would say it's not really religion for us anyway. That just comes in because we have had personal experiences. We have personal relationships, you know, with Jesus. But for our music is for everyone, and it's about everyone wherever, like whatever point in life they're at or whatever their belief is, it's literally for everyone.
I suppose people who aren't Christians or whatever could listen to it anyway on just on a musical level. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I listen to a bunch of bands, like some of them are quite heavily satanic. For example, I'm not a Satanist,
Exactly.
but this blast, man, this blast are wicked.
Yeah.
In the end, our music is just, it's coming from us as a person, and everything that you are is going to be put into that because it's your art. It's that what you're putting out of yourself, and it's coming out of a deep place.
Sure,
So it's going to
it's a
carry
culmination of yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
You put a bit of yourself into music, and if you're religious, then I guess you would put some of that in it. What do you guys do aside from playing music?
I'm a mum. I just look after my kids. Got a little toddler, so apart from that, I just do music.
How old's your toddler?
2, nearly 3.
Okay.
It's quite busy.
Yeah, that must be pretty busy. What about you? I suppose you're the dad.
Yeah. So I'm a cafe manager, so I do that. That's it.
Is it a hobby?
Cafe manager.
Yeah, not really, eh?
Not really.
Been
No,
doing
so-
it for like over a decade, so it's
Yeah,
like
over
a
10
career.
years. So.
Do you like it though? It must be a challenging job, I guess.
It can be. It can be really challenging with difficult customers and any customer service job.
Yeah.
You're dealing with people.
I can
So,
imagine. It's probably why you're in a band.
Yes, to vent out that frustration.
Well, in a New Zealand band, there's less people to deal with, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Michael?
I work in automotive parts,
Mhm.
so importing parts for Chinese vehicles from China and then selling them to dealers here.
Sounds pretty grim though. Is it exciting?
It's interesting.
Okay. Are you into cars and stuff, I suppose?
Wasn't when I started the job,
Hmm.
more so now, but yeah. And then I also have my own band, Parath, as well.
Okay. And they're all Hamiltonian?
Yes, yeah, it's a
That's Hamilton
Hamilton-based band.
Okay, cool. What about you, buddy?
Well, I do jib fixing for a job. That's fun.
You really sold it. Sounds great.
Pays the bills. And then play drums and Silent Torture as well.
Silent Torture have done quite well for themselves, over the past couple of years. It's quite a young band. Thanks very much for coming in and chatting to me. We're going to open that door, and I'm going to get some fresh air before I pass out. So
Thanks
good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for doing the very, very first episode. It was
No worries.
amazing. You guys were so nice to talk to.
Oh, thanks.
Ah, you too.
Cheers.